Welcome back to Mulan storybook thing.
Again, I just want to remind you that Mushu not only dropped the scrolls conveniently where we need to be for each story element, but he dropped them, again, if the map is to be believed, over a good chunk of all of China.
To the camp, to the camp. Let's go.
According to Shiroi, he was powered by the power of plot.
Yes, it's very powerful.
Come to Mushu. Excuse me, did you grab that net and nab that scroll before it lands on my handsome head?
Alright, let's see what else, what to click on.
Oh, that's what Mushu asked.
The net?
Net.
Okay,
Net king.
to get the scroll.
While everyone else just stands there, not wondering why a scroll is floating or flying.
Nope.
Nope.
Just gotta get it right.
There we are.
There we go.
Got the scroll.
Got the scroll, so let's rock and roll. I made it right.
Yeah, the only minigame you actually have to properly do is the scroll one. Everything else is pretty much optional.
Mulan arrived at the army camp. She had
So, apparently these scrolls pretty much prophesize all of Mulan's
Somebody getting in
life.
Mulan's face? We'll see
I
about
guess. I mean, Teo, are the other storybook games also like this? Like they have this scroll
I have
thingy?
never played any of those.
Ah, okay.
I'm curious to see how they handle things out, but I mean, if I had to guess, maybe just to be presenting a different manner.
Imagine having your life be dictated by scrolls.
Could be. I've seen worse when it comes to prophecies.
I wonder, did they get back the free voice actors for these guys?
Let me check because they are credits.
They sound on point, so it should be. Alright, there you go. Here's the arrow scene.
You will need to use discipline.
Kind of a shame we never got a minigame for this in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Go, yeah, where's Corbation Drova?
Alright, let's see.
Because everyone loves those.
Yeah. You know,
The only-
it says something that the most fun escort mission in Kingdom Hearts 2 is probably the one with Minnie freaking Mouse.
Okay, Yao is voiced by Harvey Firestein. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
Chen Po by Jerry Tondo. I think it might be the same. And Ling by Gede Watanabe.
Oh, I think we're hearing an instrumental version of I'll Make a Man Out of You.
Yeah.
Oh, and there it goes. Oh, wait, now it's back.
Yeah, the music has been a bit inconsistent so far.
Wow, wow,
Sometimes it just dropped.
Wow, Mulan managed to get through this thing quite fast in this version.
Don't you see, Pedro? She just had to harness her chi and discover the power latent inside of her.
Get that shit out of here. Anyway, moving on.
I still have to see it.
Let me put it like this to you.
Look at those tents.
Most people agree that that is the worst live-action remake of the bunch.
You will
Not
have to
everybody,
convince me
but a
that
lot of people.
it's worse than stuff like, Pinocchio and Dumbo.
Dumbo is terrible.
This.
Sorry, go ahead.
Like,
I will say this.
you cannot tell me that at least it's not entertaining.
Okay. How about this, Teo? I will grant you that it's not boring.
Pretty, but it's not what I'm looking for.
I don't think it's particularly fun to watch because if you care about the source material, if you don't care about the source material, like Dwebs, maybe you'll have a better time. But yeah, if you're for people like me and Jove and Shiroi who are fans of the original film, yeah, you probably are not gonna care much for the changes they make.
I will say it's a worse remake than Pinocchio, partially because of the moral stuff going on with that movie, which is disgusting. But even, let's ignore that for the sake of it. Because, to be fair, if you ignore that, maybe you might not hate it as much. No, here's the thing. Pinocchio's biggest sin is that it doesn't change enough to really offer a fresh experience, and the stuff it does change is arguably for the lesser. Now, imagine if all the changes in a remake were just for the worst. And that is Mulan. Like, for instance, they changed the fact that she's an only child to,
Oh, that's so
she has a
pretty, but it's not
sister,
what I'm looking
and it
for.
turns out it's the sister who messes up the whole
Someone
ceremony,
bought Mulan's
wedding
bamboo
premonition
flute.
thing,
Help
but
me look at
Mulan
those
gets
tents.
blamed for it because
Yeah.
they changed the fact that Mulan actually has to work into it being, she just has the power of, I kid you not, the phoenix. The flipping phoenix inside of her kind of makes her dollar store Jean Grey when you get down to it.
Like-
Not to mention the fact that they have a flipping Game of Thrones.
What's even the point of that?
reference with that thing.
Mulan is not a superhero. She doesn't have magical powers. What was even the thought? Oh, let's give her the powers of the fucking Phoenix, because that totally jives with the source material, doesn't it? Like, what the?
And you want to know what's even better? She outs herself as a female. It's not like, she gets injured and they discover by accident. No, she outs herself as a female just because, that's how you show off the real power.
Never mind
By
the.
revealing your true self.
Sure, it's
and
not like.
offers her own life right there and then.
Sure, it's not like the whole point of Mulan was for her to prove again to prove the sexist society she lives in wrong or something. Fuck that.
Like, that's the thing. That's the thing. You know, that's the ironic thing. The point of Mulan actually never was about proving the status quo wrong. She was literally just doing it for her father.
Oh, sure.
In that thing here and there.
That is true, but that element is still technically there, even if it's not the main character's focus.
What is there? It's just like, well, the problem is that they tried to make that the focus, even though it never really was, and it ends up hurting the story for it, arguably.
Using quick thinking and determination.
Because keep in mind, if Mulan just ousted herself as a female, they would kill her. It was kind of the point she disguised herself in the original Disney movie.
I mean, if you, as you say, she has the power of a phoenix, does that mean she's immortal technically?
By power of Phoenix, we just mean she can do stuff from the Matrix.
Yeah, basically.
And no, I'm not kidding. They literally pull moves right from the Matrix.
Whatever, I can just see the movie for myself anyway.
Yeah. Who knows? I guess you might get some enjoyment out of it, and if you do, more power to you, bud.
Mulan's house.
I have the power of
All of
enjoyment.
these places are very close to each other, apparently.
Yeah.
China is not that big, don't you know?
Well, remember, Shira, we established at the beginning. That these are all places created by the magical scrolls. So.
This really
what?
is a Kingdom Hearts world.
So you're telling me the Skrulls created all of China? Of course.
You don't play
Okay,
Mulan in this run?
Again, being this more of a storybook, I get what the thought process is. And if I had to guess, considering we haven't seen the others might be a case of the past Disney book opening and you're scrolling the pages of it.
Yeah, that's the basic logic. Yeah.
I guess that's a thought process with this. It's just kind of like in the Professor Blake just Phoenix Wright crossover, a story being a book.
Shira, you had a question for me?
Yeah, you don't play the Mahjong game?
I think I do, if I remember correctly. Hold
I
on.
never learned how to play Mahjong. I really need to.
I desperately need to because I got keep it so much in Yakuza because of that. I feel so ashamed.
Dang.
Alright, let's see.
If I can give this game some credit, I do like the character dialogue.
Oh yeah, again, remember this was made by the same studio that made the movie, so they would know how to do this properly.
So at the very least, if you're just in it for the cinematic experience, you'll have a good time with this game, I would say.
Sure.
And again, ironically for gaming, this probably looked stellar at the time. Oh dear.
Sure.
Run
Guys, we're in the middle of a war here.
Oh yeah, that's right. This is after we saw a lot of our comrades were dead and all that stuff. But we've got time for a snowball fight.
Yeah,
they condense a lot of the movie.
So I can have a count time, please.
Hey.
Go to 10.
10:01.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of weird to put a snowball minigame in this part, but whatever.
I guess
The
to be
snowball
fair, in
fight
the
vividly from Mulan.
I mean, the characters, like Mulan's friends, were about to throw some snowballs, but right after that, the vista of the destroyed city makes them stop. So I'm guessing the game is trying to take that bit and trying to turn it into an actual thing before they discover the city. Anyway, hold on, and click.
Guess that's it.
Thank you.
Probably.
I love how Shang is pretty much just
He's like, fuck my
scolding the
life.
player.
How'd I end
That
up
is
with
cute.
this one?
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll your karma means that you will be rewarded with terrible animation in the sequel.
Well, remember, Sherry, according to him, according to him in the sequel, these are the greatest soldiers in all of China. So,
I mean, you know, to be fair, going off of their accomplishments in the first movie, that assessment makes sense.
Unlikely heroes, I guess.
Okay. I'll give them credit. The snowball fighting minigame is cute and all that stuff. I do wonder how they're gonna handle the encounters with the Hun, though.
simple. You click on
And
things.
it's a point-and-click game, so I'll take all guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know, some point-and-click games do have some
And there we
interesting
go.
ideas for how...
Again, this also apparently justifies how the fireworks cart got blown up.
Yeah, you just blew it up.
Oh no! The periodic arrows!
I mean, they gotta load them up and refire, you know?
So I'm grabbing the arrows and just firing them again.
Oh, here they come.
Oh,
And
shit.
yeah,
Oh, dear.
the city is nowhere near as impressive as it was in the movie.
No.
Yeah, see,
Again.
if we were doing Simba's Mighty Adventure style, then we would have put the clip from the movie here, so we could look at it.
Bye, Moonshrew.
Remember, the Lion King video game from the Super Nintendo and Mega Drive did a good job in replicating the Stampede scene.
Which is fine.
Whoa! Ping, you're hurt. Medic!
And now a white screen.
Snow.
Oh, it suddenly skipped to her in the thing. I guess.
We're gonna need to have the same screen, Pedro.
Naturally.
Is Ping okay? It's only a flesh wound.
Is Pig okay? He's out in the cold! Put him in a tent like in the movie!
Soldier here is a woman.
Ah, so
Yes,
that's how he finds out she's a woman in this version.
Oh, what? She's a woman? That's most unorthodox. Well, bye, Mulan, I guess. Good luck with the whole,
Freezing to
Hypothermia.
death thing.
The soldiers
Well-
found out that Mulan was a girl. They left her behind and went to the Imperial City.
the Imperial Army, everybody. Bravely abandoning a helpless civilian in the fucking the snow mountains.
Well,
Do you
given
think they
how
would do you think
originally
they would
she's
even
supposed to be killed, I guess this is sort of a net gain.
Yeah, it's like in The Dark Knight Rises, death by exile.
Anyway, the Huns attacked, they shot arrows at the soldiers, blah, 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 blah.
Shot. The soldiers marched through the snow as they crossed the Tungshao Pass.
Okay. That's about it. About all I'm gonna read because we've seen the movie, we know how this goes.
So now let's head to the big.
Alright, so yeah, we can move to the next area, or
To the avalanche.
you can go here for another minigame.
If you're sure you want to go to the avalanche, click again.
Yeah, sure, it'll be fine. Not like
I
it's a
mean,
hazard or
hey.
anything.
It's
I mean,
like
hey, you know, she's got a tarp around her. She'll be fine.
it's like in Roger's animation for Super Mario 64 DS. Like, well, we need to find the princess. She's all alone. In Toad's Dwarf's like, yeah, the poor princess all alone. Well, wanna play some minigames? Heck yeah! So, go on. Sorry.
So, what game we playing here? Mahjong
Yes.
with an avalanche, yo.
All right, let's see.
I have to use these stakes whenever I change direction.
Yeah, this minigame is completely optional, which is why Shuei was asking me if I was going to play it or not.
At least it does provide some kind of challenge, I guess.
Oh, sure, this is actually one of the better ones, definitely. Alright, let's get the helmet. Oh wait, no, I think I skipped the helmet actually. Was that? Or maybe I'm just going to... I actually forgot, like, I recorded this so long ago.
What exactly is the objective of this?
I
I've assumed it was...
I recorded this over a year ago, so I don't remember my exact thought process.
I don't know if you're supposed to actually collect the stuff, or if you're just supposed to climb safely down.
Yeah, I think I'm just supposed to get the map.
Maybe
if
you're
I remember.
supposed to actually get the map or the scroll or whatever it is, the piece of paper.
I always wondered if you're supposed to collect everything, but you can't retrace any steps, so the idea was to collect it all in one go.
Wait, are we playing Snakes and Ladders?
No, they're playing Mahjong.
Is that how it works, Dibs, in terms of the tabletop game?
Well, yeah. And the,
Because Mahjong is very different than this, I can tell you that.
Yeah, Mahjong is the tile mini game.
Yeah, I was about to
If you want
say,
to go
this
to the
does
Great
not seem
Wall,
like Mahjong. This seems like a
Alright,
maze.
so now we have an option to reset the game, save and quit, or go to the Great Wall.
Ooh,
If you
so
want to
many
reset
choices.
the screen and start this part of the
So
story
where,
over
what
again.
do we do? Shall we...
Oh
Yeah.
wait, so you can go to...
Yes, sure, go on.
So you can go to the Great Wall. Interesting. Mulan never went to that in the movie.
Well, it actually counts as the
This is
final
path back to
stage.
the Tung Shao Pass.
So, that's what they mean.
Wait,
by that's
Great
what...
Wall? I thought Imperial City was the final place.
I guess they... I don't know, it says Great Wall there, I don't know why, but it just says it there. We never go to the Great Wall. Go on.
It might count as the outskirts, and then, moving inside. Again, similar to Sherry, it's been a while since I actually played this.
Alright, I think if I remember correctly, I think I'm going to try just one more time, yeah. So it's just one more game of Mahjong and then we'll move on.
This'll come in handy.
Again, I'm really not...
With Sherry, I really don't think this is it, Pedro.
Oh, there's an...
Same.
Oh, sorry.
No, I mean, Mahjong's a
mini
tile
It's
game.
back in the camp, and it's an actual tile game.
Sure.
Ah, that's where it was. 'Cause I was about to say this-
The reason why I still have to learn properly is because it has a very, very, very complex system of rules.
So I'm guessing the point of this is to collect all the gear.
I guess so, yeah.
Can't let those nasty Huns get this.
And yes, I will say I would have liked if they allowed me to pick like a group of spaces. Instead, I have to pick one individual space at a time, which makes this take longer than it needs to. It's a bit redundant.
You can get why it's like that for the limitations of the system that they're using for the game and whatnot. And I guess... No, that's pretty much probably the only reason why it's like that.
And there we go.
Come to Papa.
And there we are.
Yay!
I did it!
So we can get on Avalanche Express.
Alright. That's it.
Nice.
Now what?
Well, let's move on.
And you ruined
And
it.
you destroyed the puzzle.
Good job,
Who
Rishu.
knows?
And there you go. That's basically what it does. And now you can just play it again if you want. But I feel like
No, we're good.
yeah,
No, we're
Also,
good.
why
You've
is the
shown it off,
snowman in the
Lona.
corner there?
because
somebody was passing through and decided to build a snowman. Ah,
If you're sure
nah.
you want to go to the Imperial City,
all right, let's go.
Nah, actually, no, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah, they can deal with this themselves.
Oh, snap, the Hun! What do we do?
reach the Imperial City too late. The surviving Huns had already taken the Emperor hostage.
Well, shit. Now what?
Hostage.
And then when you click hostage, is it
Using
the cricket in the cage?
using
Yes.
the kicking in the cage as a metaphor for
Got
being taken
to.
hostage. Okay.
Reached.
Sure, why not?
Oh, you know, captured and all that.
Sure.
So the boss battle basically boils down to this. Well, kind
Oh
of.
no, not the cabbages.
I think they're watermelons, aren't they?
Yeah, those are
Okay.
watermelons.
Alright.
Let's
Let's
throw.
grow some watermelons.
Isn't he still supposed to be in disguise at this point in the movie?
It's a good thing that
No.
it's a good thing that they don't attack back.
Oh, nice.
They seem to be just
Take being hit with
circumspecting.
watermelons relatively fine.
There we go.
Those
You
were
were
their
saying,
hit points.
Jova?
The Hun,
Yeah,
I
like,
guess they
we
had.
have 2 hit points.
They-
the
Yes,
Hun's
that's-
best
that-
men. Everybody.
That's what I said. They had 2 hit points each.
That-
Oh, that guy only had 1 hit point.
And that's how Mulan saved the Emperor, by throwing watermelons. There you go.
Luckily,
The
the hero
Emperor's
of
like,
China.
hey,
Here's
bye.
Shan Yu. Let's see what he does.
I guess throw more watermelons. It has worked so far. Let's try
We
it.
throw watermelons at the Emperor.
He has a sword. Wouldn't he be able to slice that?
Yep. Apparently the game agrees with you.
Damn it, the watermelons.
Okay, so what else?
Quickly! He's just standing there menacingly. We only have hours to deal with him.
Okay, so what else? Let's read it. See if the scroll tells us.
Rescued the Emperor and fought Shan Yu alone in the final battle.
Well, honestly, in some versions, this kid with a giant key actually helped her out.
It's also okay. So no, watermelons don't work. So what to
The
do?
legend of Mulan is different depending on who you ask.
Yeah, you just click on him so she can throw the shoe and challenge him like in the movie.
You want the Emperor?
All right, let's do this. I see he keeps his hood on in this version.
Guess it was easier to animate this way.
Okay.
All right, it's time for the final showdown. With a dodge and a flip.
So yeah, turns out the final boss boils down to you just clicking on Shan Yu over and over. And
Oh
then
my
doing
god,
this.
this is a Pedro, I just realized this is a precursor to the Order
86. 1886.
Oh god, that game's so unmemorable, I
Wait,
forgot its
wait.
name.
Just say God damn!
Yeah, that game is boring as shit.
Yeah. Alright. Time to let sparks fly.
And that's it.
Sayonara!
Bye.
So it ends with
That's
the
not what you see in China, Jova.
oh yeah, I remember that bit in the movie where the man was defeated by a firework.
Also, I know that's not what they say in China to you.
Not actually, Dwebs. That's how he gets defeated in the movie.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
That's how he gets defeated in the movie, actually, Dwebs. So
If anything, again, Kingdom Hearts gives him a more decent.
Although I'm willing to bet the lead up to it was a bit more exciting than this.
yep.
I mean, I guess it depends on if you consider just keeling over dead a more decent death.
Yes, you got your see the body.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we can be sure he died in the original. You typically don't survive exploding.
You'd be surprised what you can live through, Jova. Let's not forget how Shredder somehow survived falling on and being crushed by a trash compactor in the first TMNT movie.
Only to come back in the sequel and actually get defeated by a roof falling on him.
Yep.
Oops.
Wow.
So yeah, after finishing the story, you have this final screen with the Emperor.
victory
bye.
screen to end them all.
And the Emperor just fucks off and leaves us. Okay.
With poor frame rate.
Yeah.
If you want more pictures of players,
Okay, so the final minigame is literally Microsoft Paint. Basically.
You can print it out too.
So, yeah. If you don't own a computer, I guess this is your chance of drawing art, I guess.
Unless you had the Super Nintendo or 64 and you had Mario Paint.
Yeah.
You'll pick it up. You drop it in your picture.
Alright, so basically the game also gives you various little sprites from the game so that you can put in the drawing. So basically you don't have to use the brush from the ground up, you can just put in various sprites to make various things, but yeah, that's basically it. We're basically done. After this, it's the credits.
Listen to your Mr. Master Moose.
What about the
All you gotta
adventure
do
we
is
made
have a
along the
character,
way,
a
guys?
setting, and an interesting plot.
The real adventure was the clicking we've done all on the way. Do have final
This
thoughts,
is the way
please?
back to the
Do you have some?
What, sorry?
Final
Your
thoughts.
final thoughts,
Arm is
please.
killing me. I gotta put this
Wait,
down
we
for a
found
minute.
out with the big gameplay bit. So, okay then.
Well, we're basically done, Duez. I'm about to get into the credits. Go on.
Although, wait, are we about to get like the last story bit though from the game?
No.
I'm skimming along the timeline, and no, it doesn't look like it. But yeah, my final thoughts. It's just basically.
Oh, there was the credits. Never mind. Yeah, you're right, Jova. Go on, Duez.
Also, it turns out I was right. So the Great Wall is actually the map field. It
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
the final zone.
Sure. I forgot about it. Go on.
Whoever heard of the pause menu, where you can warp to the final level. But anyway,
Mario.
yeah, it's just kind of it's what you'd expect. A slightly lower quality version of the movie with decent
If you want to stop,
but ultimately, I mean, although the funniest
If
thing
you'd
is
like to
how
reset
they
the
alter
entire
the
game
endings
and
of
start the
various
story
scenes in
from
the
the
movie. So
beginning,
basically,
click here.
the evil Hun protectors of you know, custodians of the Emperor are defeated by watermelons. Yeah, that reminds me. It's like that bit in Star Wars where the Emperor was defeated by straw.
Gotta love the wording
Check
there.
out the alternate continuity comic drips where procedural events Yoda manages to pilot the Death Star and crush the Emperor on Coruscant with it.
But what
Oh
about
yeah,
all
the Star Wars What Ifs
What
comics
about-
were wild.
Alright, go on, Duez.
No, that's it. Now, I will ponder what the hell Yoda was doing and how many civilians he.
Alright, Shiroi.
All right.
Well, as I said, this is cute, and again, it is, you know, it's perfectly fine for the audience it's actually for, because when I said I played this a long time ago, it's like I wasn't even in double digits like the last time I played this, but I did play it a lot. And yeah, like both me and my brother did actually enjoy this, but now it's like, you know, something like another game, like I know there's the Game Boy Color one, but like another game at the time would have also been nice, just on home consoles as well as handheld. Like, I don't know, like the art is fine. It's basically the art from the movie almost. The renditions of the songs here are nice. Like, I'm not sure if they just used part of the instrumentals, or, you know, some of them were obviously redone. I don't know. It's cute, and it is fine for who it's for. So yeah, I don't think this is bad. It's just, yeah, obviously some people are gonna be disappointed that there wasn't a more, you know, elaborate, I guess, game, which is completely fair, I think. Yeah, that's it.
Alright, I'll go next because my final thoughts are pretty much copy-pasted to the same ones as Shiroi. This is fine. I like it on an artistic level, what he created. Shame a bit that they couldn't recreate all of the scenes, for the spectacle that they were in the movie. And the alternatives they got were relatively cheaper, like the watermelon bit, admittedly. But I still appreciate the effort. Yes, there is virtually no challenge whatsoever. But again, this is made really for preschoolers. Like this is really just, for almost first video game material. So I'm willing to give it a bit more leeway. But that being said, again, if there was a parallel title to this that was instead more appealing to the teenagers, demographics similar to Hercules, this would have been better. I am curious, however, to see how the other storybook titles were. I think I remember The Lion King being advertised. Maybe I remember that. But the others, I'm actually curious, especially because, again, as I mentioned, some of these, like Hunchback of Notre Dame, I think are the only major video games done on this. So, again, I'm actually curious how they did pull it off. And being PC exclusive means they probably also look and sound a bit better than these. Who knows? Jova.
Yeah, no, I mean, okay. I appreciate this game for what it is. It may not be for me nowadays, but no. I have to give it credit that for giving, the younger kids and heck, even people who at the time probably appreciated this game for the technical spectacle that it was at the time. Yes, there was probably a point in time when this game was considered like the pinnacle of cinematic gaming. So I feel like for what it did, it's good. I do, again, depending on how the Game Boy Color game is, we might have had both the action and the story type game covered, so I'm gonna assume things were fine. Again, don't know for sure. We'll probably cover the Game Boy Color game at some point too. But yeah, no, this game, it's fine. It does what it needs to, what it's advertised to do, and does it to the best of its abilities.
Yeah. Most of the storybook games are actually on the collection chamber. If you don't know, that it's a guy who has a blog and he's focused on making repacks of old PC games that make it easier to use on modern computers. So, and most of these storybook games are indeed in the collection chambers website. So if you want to try out some more of these games, in fact the PC version of this very game is also in here. So I'm looking at it right now actually. Yeah, there's also the Hunchback one, like Teo said, the Hercules one. Yeah, so basically it's like this: if you like these kinds of educational games, it works, I guess. That being said, yeah, like I said, I still am a bit disappointed that Mulan never got the Simba's Simba's Mighty Adventure treatment, because this movie was really good for that. Like I said, that's one of the things that really makes me appreciate the Pocahontas game by Funcom that we did, because despite being given a movie that would be on paper incredibly hard to make a proper game out of, they still did the best they could by creating an interesting puzzle action adventure game, like more of a puzzle driven platformer that actually stands out from the other Disney games and gives it its own unique identity. There was also a storybook game for Pocahontas, like we said, so people who like that also got that. So I feel like Pocahontas got better treatment video game wise, honestly, because it got both a game like this and a more proper console game. So
now, if I recall correctly, Simba's Mighty Adventure came out a while after the game. Well, actually, no. I mean, after the movie, and of course it did, because it adapted both the original movie and the second movie. So I'm gonna say, for the sake of argument, maybe at the time they just couldn't really give us a 3D Pocahontas game. And by the time that they could have, they couldn't have given us the 3D Mulan type of game like Simba's Mighty Adventure without rushing the heck out of it. And given how development was at that time for those types of games, I guess they didn't want to have to rush it, given how that could have hurt its quality. And by the time where it would have been prudent to make one, I think we were into the PS2 era, and at that point they figured, no point, really. Again, that's just my best guess as to why we didn't get it here.
You say that, Joe, but we did got a Tarzan game on the GameCube. So...
Oh my god, we did.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Wow!
Well, the one I was planning on recording was the PS1 game. Is that one bad, too?
No. Well, the Cadicaros didn't like it, but I actually enjoyed it. So it's up to us, each of us.
I guess we'll get to see both versions, since on this channel we tend to cover all versions of a Disney game, as we saw with Beauty and the Beast.
Let's move on.
All right. Well, the Beauty and the Beast ones were completely different games, so it was worth it. Like you're not gonna see me play the Game Boy Color version of Aladdin because that's just a downport of the Genesis game. So it's kind of redundant.
Of course, you know what I mean, though. The different enough.
Sure. The point is, this game is fine for what it is. It's not my thing, but if it is your thing, cool. Have at it, I guess. The point is, that's it. Tune in next time where we do, indeed, another one of Taylor's childhood classics, The Little Mermaid 2, which adapts both movies, so why is it called Little Mermaid 2, but whatever.
They named the first game of Little Mermaid 2.
Yeah, that's both movies. Yeah, that's both movies, like Simba's Mighty Adventure, but for some reason it's called Little Mermaid 2. I don't get that.
I wonder if it might be a title issue because there was an actual Little Mermaid game on the NES.
I get. In the Genesis too. Anyway, see you, everybody.
See ya.
See ya.